Varsha, sorry I'm a bit late.
That's okay, I'm just glad you're here.
What's this emergency? You sound a bit worried on the phone.
Listen, you're the only one who remotely knows Jonathan.
We hang around a lot. We have loads in common.
But you're not really like him, thank God.
What do you mean?
Prithvi, Jonathan's up to something.
He's always up to something. That's why he's such a fun guy to be with.
No, this is different, it's serious.
What's so serious?
Look, take how he tried to separate Aakash and me by spreading these ridiculous rumors that he and I were seeing each other while Aakash was away. And I mean things like that.
But you were seeing him.
I was not, Prithvi. I just went to see one movie with him. Just one.
You expect me to believe that? You spent every spare hour you had with him in the canteen when Aakash was away.
We all hang out at the canteen. Does that mean we're all seeing each other? Engaged to each other?
Varsha, you want me to believe that you and Jonathan don't have anything?
You are making a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh, come on. You're making a molehill out of a mountain.
Look, I don't want to argue with you.
All right.
You have to believe me. Jonathan is up to something.
What is he up to?
I don't know. He has some master plan, some game that he's using us as players. And he's manipulating us. He's using our own emotions against us.
What is it about you and Shama? Why do you all sound so paranoid and deluded?
What? Did Shama say something? About the same thing?
Yeah, gave me the same rubbish. Something about Jonathan being this master puppeteer and all of us dancing on his strings to his rhythms.
Doesn't that tell you something? I mean, both of us can't be having the same delusions, paranoid delusions, can we?
Okay, wait a minute. What does Aakash have to say about all this?
He's been so hassled lately.
Yeah, you're right. He's always gone to hospital to see his mother after class.
I just don't know how he's going to sing at the ball tomorrow night.
What do you mean you don't know how he's going to sing at the ball? He has to sing at the ball. It's like tradition, and it's the last New Year's Eve ball we have.
Listen, let's get back to Jonathan.
Nah, let's forget that. Let's go back to class.
You don't believe me, do you?
Look at you. You're hysterical. You're just overreacting.
Okay, Prithvi, you tell me something. Are you having problems with your father and brother recently?
Yeah, ever since I was born.
No, be honest.
Well, yes, we do have these occasional arguments.
And these arguments are about your wanting to start a television software company after you graduate from MII.
True.
And you need their approval on the project report because without them, you don't get the finance or the infrastructure to start with.
That's right.
Has it occurred to you that someone from MII might be feeding them information, might be giving them a picture of your lifestyle, which has convinced them that you are not mature enough to handle a project like this?
Macaroni, really? Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that Jonathan is behind this whole thing?
Yes. Yes, Prithvi.
Jonathan is the one who sits there with my father and my brother Piyush and tries to convince them that this is the greatest thing that has happened to television software in a long time and that will make such a huge success of this company.
Prithvi, don't you see that this is his game? He pretends to support you. He pretends he's on your side so that you don't suspect anything. And then he forces somebody else to talk about you, to paint a picture of you, tell them things which are essentially, but because of the way they are put, give them a picture that you cannot handle this.
You know, I can almost half agree with you. Because lately, they know things about me that I couldn't possibly have told them. Only a close friend would know. But what close friend would be so sneaky?
Well, he's not sneaky. He's never sneaky, but it's just happened that he is. Because Jonathan knows something about him. Jonathan knows something that he doesn't want known. So, he's being forced by him. He's being blackmailed into telling your family things about this playboy lifestyle that you have here.
What are you talking about? Blackmail? Feeding info? Who is this person?
Prithvi, you're not going to like this. Pavan.
Who is it?
It's me, sir. Pavan Sarkar.
Come in, Pavan. Come in. Close the door. And lock it. After all, we don't want Jonathan walking in and overhearing our conversation, do we? I'm glad you've decided to have this conversation.
What exactly did you want to talk about, sir?
But I thought it was you who said that you wanted to talk to me.
When did I say this, sir?
Yesterday, after class, when everybody else had left the lecture hall, you took me aside and said you needed to talk to me urgently about Jonathan.
About Jonathan?
Yes.
I don't remember any such thing, sir.
Has he threatened you again?
Who?
Jonathan, of course. I know he's blackmailing you.
Blackmail? So why would Jonathan want to blackmail me?
About that silly rumor about Mohan Jaitley.
What rumor about Mohan Jaitley, sir?
Pavan, you can afford to be frank with me. I know he can be quite menacing. The other night he even tried to blackmail me.
Sorry, sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
He told you that you and Mohan Jaitley were involved in a deviant relationship.
What?
He convinced you that Prithvi had the proof and would let the world know it at any time.
Sir, it's true that Prithvi has been making life especially difficult for me in the last few days, but that's just the way he is.
No, it's not Prithvi, Pavan. Jonathan is the one who's doing it all. He turned you against Prithvi and forced you to speak to Prithvi's father and his brother behind Prithvi's back.
No, sir, that's not true. Mr. Raheja and Piyush asked me what Prithvi was actually like in college, so I just told the truth.
The truth as embellished by Jonathan?
So I think you're laboring under a misconception here.
I don't think so. But I'm very sorry to say that you are more thoroughly under Jonathan's influence than I ever thought it would be possible.
So you make it sound as if he's hypnotizing me.
He is.
I, in any case, have to go, sir. I have to finish this project. It's due on Thursday evening. And I want to be free for the New Year's Eve dance. If you'll excuse me. Thank you.
Pavan, wait. Pavan, if I asked you a truthful question, would you give me an honest answer?
Sir, you know that I've decided to take up the law as my profession. The truth is my business.
Yes, but will you give me an honest answer?
Yes, I will, sir.
Pavan, is there any truth at all in that rumor about you and Mohan Jaitley? Please tell me.
God. You're just like the rest of them.
Pavan, listen to me. Pavan!
So Steve didn't give you my message?
Look, I don't know anybody called Steve, so there's no question of a message.
You don't remember what you said about the t-shirt?
I don't remember the t-shirt, period, Shama. Okay, it's getting late, right? So I'm just going to have a bath and be back in 5 minutes.
This is so creepy.
And you said he'd been acting strangely earlier too?
Yeah, when we were having a talk about...
About what?
You know, I remember now. When Pavan and me had that talk about whether he was gay or straight, he had this strange sort of fit and then he just blanked out certain things. It was almost as if he didn't want his subconscious to admit the possibility.
And you think something similar happened with the Steve thing?
It makes sense because Steve was the reason for the problem in the first place.
So what you're saying is that Pavan did actually meet Steve and then completely blanked out the whole thing?
Something like that.
No, it seems a bit far-fetched. In any case, I have to look through these letters.
I'll help you. This one? No.
There's just no time.
I wish Shweta had just organized these letters a bit better.
Well, I'm happy she kept them in the first place. Concentrate, Shama. Just look for the 31st of December.
Aakash, it's about Pavan.
Later, Shama. Here it is.
What does it say?
God. God, I don't believe this.
Aakash, what does it say?
I can't tell you anything now. We have to leave. Pavan, we have to go!
Well, at least give me a hint. Does it confirm your thoughts?
It does much more than that. It tells me everything I've wanted to know for the last so many years.
So is it good news or bad news?
Depending on how I use this information now, it could be either. But if I make a mistake, it could get Varsha killed.
Professor Shah, I'd been trying to get in touch with you regarding the Jonathan Parker case on several occasions, but you kept avoiding me. I know, you were misled by ACP Swami. But then here you are, pouring out all this information. May I know what you're going to gain from all this?
Peace of mind.
And may I ask how?
When I first met Jonathan, I was very impressed by him. It was I who got him the sanction to stay at this guest house. I protected him from the board when his pranks went out of bounds. So when these very same pranks and brilliance started to turn ugly, evil, I felt responsible.
Yes, I do understand.
No, you don't understand, Victor. I helped create Jonathan Parker. Just as his father helped create him biologically, I helped create him psychologically by blindly encouraging him till it was too late.
But even though Jonathan Parker was the villain of the whole story, he was also the victim. It was he who died.
Jonathan Parker never died, Victor.
What do you mean?
They say no one dies, even if there's one person left who remembers him. And there are too many people who remember Jonathan Parker too vividly for his soul to rest in peace.
Professor, I'm not so sure about souls. But Jonathan Parker's body was mutilated beyond recognition 13 years ago.
But you wanted to arrest him, am I right?
That's why I'm here.
I can tell you the name of the person who murdered Jonathan Parker, but I doubt very much whether you'll be able to arrest him.
Him?
Yes, him, not her.
So that rules out Varsha or Shama.
If you say so.
Professor, would you please come to the point quickly? As you know, we're both waiting for the suspects to arrive. I'd like to make my preparations before they do.
The point of the story was made at the very beginning, Victor. But I'll complete it as soon as possible. Bear with me. The next incident is more factual by your standards, because I was personally present there.
Yes?
Shama and Varsha came to see me one day. They were very agitated.
There she is, finally.
Sorry I'm late.
We thought you'd change your mind or something. I mean, what happened?
And then we realized that you might have been held up because of the party organizing, since you're on the committee.
It wasn't that. It was Jonathan.
But isn't he at the semi-finals?
Yeah, he finished his event early, so he called to find out about the party tomorrow night.
Shama, does he suspect anything?
He's suspicious because I've been avoiding him these last few days.
Me too.
Then you should see him. Both of you. Otherwise things will be ruined tomorrow night.
I'm nervous about this.
Shama, don't tell me you're changing your mind about it.
Shama, we've got to stop Jonathan. He's going out of control.
Look at what he's doing to Pavan. He's controlling his mind so completely that Pavan doesn't trust anyone except Jonathan.
And he's achieved the same results with Prithvi, using different means, of course.
Why is he doing this? What sick satisfaction does he get from, playing with people's minds like this?
He wants to destroy us. He is jealous of each one of us differently. He's going to ruin us, Shama.
No, Varsha. I don't think Jonathan is as simple as that. Envy is not the motivating factor in this case.
Then what is?
It's much more complex. Let me put it this way. His motive is not external. It's internal. Jonathan cares only about Jonathan.
That's obvious. But how will hurting us solve his problem?
I don't know, Shama. Maybe we will never know what happens in that twisted and exotic mind of Jonathan Parker. But tomorrow night, perhaps, we might get a brief glimpse or an insight into it. Are you both ready?
I'm a bit nervous about this whole thing. What if Prithvi catches on to us?
Oh, forget Prithvi. I'm worried about Jonathan. Asha, do you think you can handle it?
Yes. She won't be in any real danger, will she?
I hope not.
Okay. So we do everything exactly the way we planned yesterday, right, Professor?
Let's go through it once more.
Okay. So we all meet at the party like normal. I'll probably be putting up the buntings till the last minute. Then we say hi to Jonathan and pretend like nothing's wrong.
It's him.
Shama, I thought you said he telephoned you from the swimming semi-finals.
He said he called me after. I didn't know where he was calling from.
Okay, what do we do now?
Let's go. We shouldn't be seen together.
Yeah.
Shama, this way.
This way?
Rush.
So?
I guess you were right. I hate to admit it, but you were on the money when you talked me into wearing this. Worked like a charm.
Well, like I said, dress Indian, talk Indian, and we're halfway there. So is Solanki Sr. there?
No, he wasn't there, but his son was. That part of the meeting could have gone better.
What, don't tell me you slipped out of character.
Then, please credit me with a little more acting talent than that. It wasn't me at all. It was a woman. Sharmila Sarkar.
She was there?
No, she wasn't there, but Solanki Jr. brought her name up. And after that, the meeting basically turned into discussing Sharmila Sarkar and her husband Devashish.
What the hell for? This meeting was supposed to be for you to muster support within the party.
Exactly. Instead, we spent 2 hours discussing Sharmila Sarkar and her family, including our dear friend Pavan.
Why? What interest do senior party members have in the Sarkars?
You know, I wondered that myself. Remember, Michelle told us that Sharma Sarkar flew all the way from Delhi to meet Mr. Raheja. And we wondered, what interest does she have in helping the Raheja family?
Yeah, I remember. You know, I was wondering why she was so damn concerned about our private lives. I put it off to her being concerned about her stepson, Pavan.
No. From what I know about Sharmila Sarkar, her only interest in Pavan is to make sure that he does not interfere with the grip she has on his father. Especially now, when the stakes are so much higher.
Like what?
Like the fact she's using Devashish to finance her TV venture.
Her talk show, so that rumor's true.
Evidently.
She's a Delhi socialite. Let her have her talk show. But Ashok, what does this have to do with us?
Taras, don't you understand? Right now, Sharmila Sarkar is much more dangerous than her dear 5 friends.
Why?
Because her husband Devashish is also planning to stand for elections.
What?
Yes. I heard it from Solanki Jr. Apparently his father and Devashish met at Frankfurt and they were discussing the possibilities of the party supporting Devashish.
Makes sense. Sarkar's a big businessman. He's got a lot of connections in Delhi anyway.
He's also a strong party supporter in Solanki.
He's not even a politician.
All the more reason. Don't you remember? That was exactly the same reason they were so enthusiastic about me. I had best of both the worlds. The grandson of a famous politician and a successful businessman. Especially now, since I've taken over the BMR crew, they are going to love me.
So we don't have anything to worry about the Sarkars?
Unfortunately, we do. Solanki Jr. also told me since I and Devashish are planning to stand from the same constituency, the party might be forced to make a choice between both of us.
You mean he's gonna get the ticket instead of you?
Exactly.
Well, then I think we're gonna have to think of something to prevent that, won't we?